All right, your boy is back. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties, but oops. I think I'm going to use this over here. The hateration scene of loved. Definitely gonna clip that out. And we're gonna switch our characters. That's just all. It's all me.
And her name shall be called Eve.
Everybody's already standing there. I think that. See, I don't know. We might have to clip that scene too. Because I'm not a film editor. And neither am I going to pretend to be one. We might just have to clip that scene too. He got the hate in his blood. You know what? We might be good. I don't think it extends. So I think that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to show you guys right now is if last video I said I was going to change the characters because originally I was going to play I was going to play Dr. Isaac, and this was originally Dr. Adams, but I changed it up.
And her name shall be called
I wanted to be the hero.
Eve.
And clearly, going on Hatesfield, the generations didn't come out perfect for some reason every time I try to generate myself as the hero. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick to the original plan. And sometimes that's okay. Excuse me. I think one of the things with me when it comes to AI film is you can tend to overthink things. Now let me see if there's a podium. You can't see because that's in the way. That was fire.
And her name shall be called Eve.
Okay, there's no podium on our stage. So we're not going to add that. All right. It's the end of that shot. Now we're going to rename these characters, and then we're going to get to our next scene. Let's go to elements. We're just going to rename our characters. You just go to elements, you go to your characters, you go to edit, and we're going to change his name back to Adams. This is Dr. Adams. All right, and we're going to reintroduce him to Claude. I'm going to tell Claude this. Oops. So Claude, this is what we're doing, my boy. We're going to switch up the characters to how I originally had them when we first did the script. And I am not going to play Dr. Adams. We're going to have the generated bald white guy play Dr. Adams because for some reason the generations in Higgsfield keep coming out correct with him as Dr. Adams and me as the villain. So that's what we're going to stick to. We're going to stick to the original plan. So let me reintroduce you to um, the elements in Higgsfield so you're not confused when we are engineering our prompts. Let's get it. All right. So, oops. Whoop. Sorry. Dr. Adams in a tuxedo. You could close that. Edit. What? Don't tell me they playing them games again. Don't tell me they playing them games again. Edit original, my boy child is used in 5 generations. See, this is where it gets kind of crazy for me. Adams, and where am I at? We're going to play Dr. Isaacs. Yes, all my characters have biblical names. Copy. Let's reintroduce them to Claude. I mean, it probably would have went correctly because we're gonna change it into Isaacs. That's why. So I guess I'm gonna play the bad guy. I mean, that probably makes sense. I got a song called "The Bad Guy," so we might add that to this, to this film. I did not. All right. All right. So Claude will know. So now what we're about to do, we're at Dr. Adams' home. And then we're gonna do the gala scene. And the gala scene is the end there. So I think Adam's home should be quick. It shouldn't be too crazy. All right. Claude. So we just successfully finished the unveiling scene of Eve. Right. Correct. We just finished the unveiling scene for Eve. So now we're gonna do the scene of her at home with Dr. Adams, and they're just making like a platonic connection, right? Playing chess, laughing, watching TV. I don't remember what we described originally, so pull up my prompts. This is going to be no sound, right? We'll probably generate some music to go along with these cuts. I just want people to see their relationship, like father daughter in a sense, right? How he's grown to love her. She's as an artificial intelligence, she's grown to love him, and they're just spending quality time. Let me introduce you to the character sheets that I have specifically for that. I don't think, you know what, I have to build a character sheet for Dr. Adams at home. So give me a prompt for that, and then we can move on to building the scene. I think I want Dr. Adams. Um, he could have like some sweats, sweatshirt. He could have his glasses or something like that. He don't need glasses. I'll be doing the extra. And some slippers, with a robe. You know what I mean? Looking like a dad. Let's get it. I have to build a character sheet for Dr. Adams, which is not going to take long. For those of you that are just tuning into my channel and you never seen this, well, today's your lucky day, y'all. Today's your lucky day. Oh, let me send this to some people that might be interested in learning AI filmmaking. Send this to some people. Give me 1 second, y'all. I know y'all like this brother always. That's a throwback. Wife just sent me a picture of me and my daughter. Old picture. Before she had long hair, she did a little baldy baby. All right. Background. You don't gotta say no glasses, but we'll work through that. So this is what we gonna do. We back here. Make sure we in our film festival folder. So you always want to make sure too, when you're building your scenes and everything, you always want to make sure that you're in your folder. We're building an image, and we are using. Oops. Let's click that. Using this as a reference. I am using Nano Banana Pro Unlimited. I'm gonna paste that there. Make sure character sheet. Keep everything as is. Only change. That's all I have to do, really. Character. Three panels. Same man is established. All right, let's see how this goes. Boop. 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 Oh, I messed up. It's supposed to be 21 by 20 since it's for the film. Doesn't matter. These we could cancel. Yes. Cancel. That's not the dimensions we wanted. Right. I'm not sure if you can do that. You probably can. You probably actually can. I'm just might not be aware of it. So while that's happening, let's build the scenes. Let's build our scenes. Go back to Claude. All right. Okay, what Claude asked me. Well, let me introduce you to Adam's home. Because I already have Adam's home. Let me introduce him to it. All right, this is Adam's home here. I gotta go to elements because I don't think that's the only thing I don't get about oh, I didn't ever created it as an element. Okay, it's created as an element. Awesome. Location, Adams, Dr. Adams home, Dr. Adams home. All right, so we're gonna introduce that to Claude. Let Claude know this is Adams home here. Oop. Multi-angle shot. I mean, it's been working pretty well. Like the multi-angle shot, I haven't, it's like Higgsfield has been able to read that. I have not necessarily needed to use only a wide angle shot. I'm pretty sure you can in certain instances, depending on what you're looking for. For the most part, this has been super killer. Okay, it's locking in. Yeah, I showed you guys last time how to build a location, but I'll do so again. And what I'm gonna do next time, I'm gonna do from scratch. I'm gonna do a whole course on this. And let's see if these are built yet. Nope, they're still building. Still building. And I don't have the old Dr. Adams. Nope. So we're gonna use this one. Her hair is down. Do I have any? Hair is down. It looks regular. Headless. I don't know why it did all that, but I guess it wanted to be accurate. That's the thing too with Higgsfield. Higgsfield is super accurate to the point where if you want like a particular trait of a character, like let's say for instance you wanted French nail tips on their toes or whatever, like it's able to do that. So what we're going to do now, it's the same character. I'm going to go to elements. And I don't think I saved. Oh, I did save her as an element. Okay. Save her as an element. I'm going to introduce her to Claude. Here is, wait. Is Eve's. Sorry. Here's Eve. Home. Entire. Now, let's see. Let's go back to all assets. Okay. All right. That's cool. You look like a dad. Let's see which one I like more. Gray. Brown slippers. That's cool. Blue robe with the brown slippers. I think this is more engaging to the eye. The blue robe. But I think if we're going to be realistic, I think this would be perfect. You know what? We're going to do dark brown. See, that's the thing too. You overthink it. We're going to stick to this one. This is it. We're not going to overthink it. We're just going to stick to it. We're going to keep it pushing. All right. Create element, character. Still alarm. Remind me to pray. You gotta have a prayer alarm. Dr. Adams home. We'll just leave that up. Let's introduce this to Claude. And this is Dr. Adams home attire. All right. Claude is I've already went through everything with Claude. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna do a master class on school for you guys. So you could get like step by step for those that want to learn more. All right, so here's the prompt: duration 12 seconds, no dialogue, no sound effects, silence for scoring and pass. Or we can have if you can, Claude. Oh, Claude is facing some technical difficulties. So we're gonna reset it. We're gonna allow. All right, Claude, let's connect it. So we're gonna figure this out. So this is why too it's good to Okay, we're working. So Claude, maybe give me a prompt where there is music, like lighthearted music, that shows and films of people um just together, family having a good time. Like I think Dr. Adams showing her how to play chess, right? And remember I said Eve studies the board and beats him in one move, right? Because the point is to show how intelligent she is, right? Because she's reached superhuman intelligence. He doesn't necessarily have to teach her anything, right? As soon as he introduces her to something, she automatically analyzes it and knows what to do. I think the same thing. What else can we have in this situation here? There was no record player, so I'm not gonna add that there. But there's them having a good time. They could be watching TV. Let's just say it could be like sports or something. Like, or it could be they're watching like the fight and she's like emulating the boxer's moves from the fight they're watching, or whatever it is that they're watching. They could be watching a Western, right? They could be watching what's my Western, Gethsemane Town, right? I don't know how we would enter Gethsemane Town in there, right? They could be watching Gethsemane Town. And then she's shooting bang, bang, bang. I think that'd be cool to show the connection of my films, right? That'd be super cool. Oh, we gotta charge this bad boy. All right. We're gonna have to charge this, y'all. But yes, let's do it. I'm gonna have to see that for a second. Charge this, y'all. Charger. Like I said before, we gotta have a charger over there. All right, y'all see the boys. All right, y'all see my office. It's okay. There's no fencing here. Also, too, for those of y'all that don't know, your boy is an author. I just came out with this book called The Red Pill Confession. It is a psychological thriller, and it's amazing. It's about the sociopath and this psychopath who team up and just they are messy. There's a lot of dark humor, and there's also elements of faith in this, especially from the Orthodox perspective. So, if you can, make sure you guys pre order this on warrenvaughnauthor.com. Yeah, the book officially drops September. When officially drops? September 1st, actually. Yes, September 1st it drops officially. So make sure y'all support your boy. All right. Let's get it cracking. Oops. So we saved. Did I save that? All right. I was going to introduce that. I did introduce that. All right. Let's try that prompt. Oh, failed. I was about to say. Try that prompt. See how that works. Get this cracking. Dun, 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 dun. But let me finish reading this prompt. I did like this. I'm gonna do both. See what comes out better. I kind of want. You can try this, but I want it. You did not ask me whether about my skill. I wanted to use the scene building skill for this. So let's do that, my boy. Let's do that, my boy. Well, that's if, yeah. And I'm gonna read through this. Dr. Adams' living room, he teaches Eve chess. He doesn't teach her, he introduces her to it, and she automatically knows it. He tries to teach her, but yeah, that's what we're gonna fix. So I need you to make sure that you understand Dr. Adams is not teaching Eve anything. He's introducing her to these things because Eve already has superhuman intelligence. So all she has to do is just analyze it and she figures it out within a second. So he's just introducing her to these things and she automatically gets it. So remember that, fam. Yeah, he's not teaching her nothing, he's introducing her to it. That could create like a sense of pride in the character, maybe. Showing she knows everything. I'm thinking about something I heard this exorcist say. Now, I know this doesn't tie into like angels and demons, but he had said something along the lines, right, that when he's performing exorcisms, one way they know whether somebody is possessed actually by a demon or someone is just mentally ill or faking. He says when he asks them a question, they don't have to think about it. Right. So I'm thinking about adding that caricature in here. So Claude, I want to add this into the prompt, right? Because I've seen this exorcist and he mentioned this about knowing the difference between somebody being possessed and somebody being mentally ill. He said one thing he knew is that whenever he's on a case investigating potential victim, the thing he realizes is those who are actually possessed do not have to think about their answers. Now, I think that is a great character, even though a great caricature, even though Eve is not demon possessed, she's superhuman intelligence. But that one characteristic displayed within the scenes, if we can get it right, to show that she doesn't have to think about anything. She just knows because she has superhuman intelligence. I think that would be a great idea to add to this. Okay, good. So Claude agreed. Claude agreed. Yeah. Claude agreed. All right. Well, we're gonna need this. We're gonna need this within the advanced skill for Cinema Studio 4.0. Let me see how many. So far we got 1,800 credits left for Cinema Studio. Like I said, I'm gonna show you guys how to build this thing. We're creating in public so people can see it. Almost in the short list, a stronger cut moves. Update your final cut. Voting runs. What? I'm in 889. See what they're talking about. Yeah, I need to. We're almost there, y'all. We almost there. I'm not submitting the final work yet. We almost there. Almost there. This should be done by the end of this week, honestly. Let's see what Claude's talking. All right, in Dr. Adams' living room introduces Eve, correct. Just for the first time, simply setting up the board, she analyzes it, beats him in a single move with zero hesitation, demonstrating a superhuman intelligence. Bold white. Yes, correct. Eve seated, yes. Dun, dun, dun. Correct. Dun, dun, dun. I love it already. Love it. Dun, dun, dun. Correct. Okay. Let's get it, my boys. Boom, I love that shot. That was great. All right, so we're gonna seconds. What's the seconds on each shot? Does he say there's not 12 seconds for that one? So we're gonna update it to bedtime. Feel me? Time to shoot the video. Boop, 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 boop. Check availability. Why is he okay? Yes, availability. Do I have his home? I don't think I have his home locked. Did I create an element for the home? I don't remember if I did that or not. Let's see now. Create element. I think I did that. Dr. Adams home location. Let's copy that. Create. All right. Location. That's the only thing about these things is like, I still don't understand why that happens. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's two of them, but it's location, so it shouldn't even. Like, what? Like, what are we talking about here? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not even popping up. All right. We're going to figure this out. Let's add this to location. Move there. We got the location, so I don't understand. It's a prompt. Just go to elements too. Let's see, because it's right there, yeah. This is the thing with Hicksfield. I feel like it plays a lot of games. Like, don't tell me I have to do this all over again, because that's something I have to definitely check with them, because it's like, what? Check availability. Because what are we talking about here? Just checking availability, okay. So now it might actually pop up. Okay, there we go. All right, so we horror 10. I think that's cool. All right. Camera. What I like about this, all right, it's not bad. What I said, we're gonna load to 15 seconds. 15 seconds. 120p, Cinema Studio. Let's get busy, y'all. All right. Gotta do like 2 scenes. That's how I see it. Get those 2 scenes cracking. And we'll see how that works out. Do I have Eve? Yes. That's them there chilling. And then we can look at the next scenes. Adam's watching a boxing match together, eating some food. He mirrors the boxes. Punches in real time with 0 delay, showing her ability to absorb, replicate anything she observes without any processing. Pause is fire. Fire. You know what? Maybe MMA. Maybe an MMA fight, because I think that will work. Okay, this is going to come full circle. Yeah, boxing might actually work. Boxing might actually work. All right, so we're going to stick to that. All right, so that's generating. Let me get rid of what we're not using. And hold on to that. Not using these. So we can get rid of these. Remove. I kind of used most of these, so I'm not going to get rid of those. I didn't use this. We should have. I thought that. Well, can't use it now because he's a new character. But let's see what the film is looking like so far. Let's see what the film is looking like so far, people.
Mikey, help me!
Move it back. Well, they don't even do freaking whatever.
Mikey, help me!
bring this back too. This would be fire. Might have to cut that 1 year shorter.
And her name shall be called Eve.
That scene was perfect. That scene was perfect. Hey, y'all, all them generations, have me tight, boy. Have me tight, boy. That would have me tight. Let's see what generations we got here coming up. It's still generating. That one scene was perfect. Oh, that one scene was perfect. But what I do want to edit, I think it would be best if I just kept this here. Because yeah. Well, you can have it.
And her name shall be called Eve.
It could be that. That could actually fire too. He couldn't really get it. But he got it together. He got it. I mean, I think leaving that could work. Because it kind of could show the rivalry. Oh. Maybe. Yeah, nah, because it shows up. One clip. How long was that clip? Seconds. Could just be his dream. Could add that in there. Could add that as a scene. Him hating. We'll figure that out. The scene. Okay, here's a scene here. Let's see. That was not even a real. That wasn't even really checkmate, man. We might have to edit the checkmate to be incorrect. Oh, wait, what? Let's see this here. I mean, people don't have to really. It's true too. Just, but even how they're playing is backward. Like they're playing sideways. Let me see what her eyes look like in this one. Like her eyes is pretty like Android type. It's cool. Hmm. We could keep these scenes because it's not like, I mean, people play chess about it. I mean, that's going to be really difficult to kind of thing. We could let the audience interpret it themselves. Because did she even move that knight correctly? Hold on. Let me see if that knight was moved correctly. Yeah, that wasn't even correct. So let's see if the pawn. I probably would have to be super specific. Let's see if what Claude has to say, because I don't know if we can imitate that. All right, Claude. So I may not have thought the chess scene correctly. It came out great. The only problem I have with the chess scene is she's not moving the pieces how an actual chess piece should be moved, right? Like she's not moving the pawn correctly or the knight correctly in the scenes we generated. But I'm thinking like, does that really matter? Like, would the audience even pay attention to that, right? Obviously chess players would be like, wait, I don't get it. Or maybe they're just I think the scenes would leave them up for interpretation themselves, right? Um, I think it might be too difficult for AI to get the exact scene prompts with the chess that we want. So let me know if that is the case, or should we try another generation with the correct movement of the chess pieces? Oops. Let's see who just hit me up. My God, have mercy. My Lord. It's 12. All right, we got some time today. All right. Honest, I think you're right to let this one go. And here's the actual reason, not just agreement for its own sake. While it probably doesn't matter to most viewers, the vast majority of your audience, including festival judges who aren't chess players themselves, won't be tracking legal piece frame by frame. What the register is the gesto of the scene. She looked at the board, made one confident move. He was stunned, checkmate. That's the story beat landing. Nobody's pausing a 12-second shot to verify nice safety. Okay. Where it actually could actually bite you if a judge happens to be a chess player. Not impossible given three film, though unlikely to be their focus. Incorrect move might register as a small moves rather than break the experience of the film. It's the kind of thing that reads as a minor technical hiccup, not a storytelling failure. Very different from, say, a continuity error in Eight's face. Okay. On the is this even achievable? You're also right that this is genuinely hard acts for the current generation of these models, right? Precise rules, correct object manipulation, exact piece movement. Areas these video models are weakest at. Correct. All right. All right. So we'll keep those scenes, right? I like that's what I figured, because I overthink things. So we're gonna keep this scene. We're gonna keep that scene. I'm gonna heart that one. They're not even sitting where they're at. He's sitting correct, and that's fine if she's sitting there. She should be sitting here, but it's absolutely fine. Just need to make sure there's no continuity errors anywhere else. Right. Her eyes look, you have that glow to them. This one, her eyes look more realistic, which is Yeah, I think they. But okay. That was clearly like. Let's stick to this one. Get off the pawn. It's like, all right. Yeah, he's introducing her like. Audience will get it. All right. Let's move this over here. Claude. Claude go down. Oh, let's close some of these. Cap cut. Yeah, nah, that's trying to think. We would probably have to add more Dr. Anderson's house to show the scene clips. We'll get to that. Dr. Adams' house. Okay. Let's generate the other scenes Claude gave us. Each at 12 seconds, right? That's a chest beat, the TV beat. Here. 15 seconds, I think, is fine. Maybe something that displays her strength. I'm thinking for the boxing beat, right? What if we can show something that displays her strength, right? But also her motion at the same time, like her practicing the boxing with Adams, and let's say Eve punches him in the arm, but she doesn't realize. Well, that wouldn't make sense. She wouldn't realize how strong she is because she has superhuman intelligence, so she's able to detect. She's able to tell her own strength, right? Would that be realistic that she doesn't know her own strength and accidentally bruises Adams by punching him in the arm? Like being she has superhuman intelligence. What's your thoughts, Claude? This is the beauty about Claude, because Claude can really tap into like science and all that and let you know what makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, she's never caught off guard. All right. I like that. I like that. Let's do that. Let's do that, fam. Like that. I like that. I wonder how everybody's day is going, man. I pray everybody's blessed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody living life. everybody's good, you know. Oop. All right, we are on here. So Eve and Adams. I don't know if y'all can see me. I don't know if y'all can see when my screen goes back and forth. Okay, y'all can. I was on a outdated version. So Adams and Eve's watching a boxing match together on TV. Eve instantly mirrors the boxer's punches with zero delay, then playfully spars with Adams, deliberately calibrating a control punch to his arm that lands with real weight but no harm. Precise self-awareness and affectionate restraint. Yeah, that's perfect. I love this. Yeah. See how it even goes into like physics, lightings, and everything. All right, let's get it. Let's get that on. Let's see how that comes out, y'all. So we're gonna generate 2 of these, 2 batches. Did Claude recommend 15 seconds? Claude, yeah, all right, it's 12, so we're gonna do 15. You always want to do an extra 3 seconds for your scenes. Boom. And then after this, we got the gala scene. Oh man, this film is coming together, y'all. While that's happening, let's go to Claude. Claude, right? After the unveiling scene, I didn't want to just cut directly, like cutting directly to Dr. Adams' home. It feels a little bit rushed with the cut. Should we put like a black background or something like text that says Dr. Adams' home to let them know where they're at? Like, how can I make a smooth transition from the end of the unveiling scene to Dr. Adams' home, and then even from Dr. Adams' home to the gala? Like, I need your help. Help me brainstorm. I'm thinking what I said with the text, but if you can help me come up with, act as if you're a movie editor using CapCut and come up with a better way to transition in these scenes, that would be great. So I'm saying you want to use your brain with Claude's brain. Like, you don't want Claude to think for you. Give it an idea of where you want to go, and Claude can enhance that. On the 2 transitions need different solutions since they're doing different emotional work. Unveiling home is a scale shift, public spectacle to private intimacy, while home, the gala, is a tone shift. See, learning all of this, quiet intimacy back into a different kind of public spectacle. Here's a menu, all doable in CapCut. Sound bridge on my topic. Let the applause and cameras flash from the unveiling carry over to the cut for a beat. Let it fade out under the quiet of the living room. In CapCut, keep the unveiling audio clip extending and apply a fade out in the audio. Okay. Text card with the simple skips. That's what I like, the text cards. Like your instinct, black screen, simple white text. Something like that evening or home, quick, clean, unambiguous. Use this if you're worried the sound bridge alone doesn't clearly signal different day location. Yeah, maybe we might have to use the text cards. Match cut on Eve's face or eyes. And the unveiling. The start of the home scene. I think the text card again. That's true too. Now, what if we did it kind of Tarantino style? In a sense, when it jumps from this warm, classy home feel with, yeah, I mean, the scene with Eve boxing. What if it jumps forward, right? To eat the scene where Eve has Adam's hand and she's crushing it, right? Right? To show like, oh, she's 3 months. It went from, well, 3 to 6 months. You can say 3 months. It went from her being this amazing scientific accomplishment to this killing machine, right? And as Isaac's hand is being crushed, not Adam's hand, I'm sorry, Isaac's hand is being crushed, the blood gushing down his wrist, her looking at him with this hateful and prideful emotion. What if in this scene, right, instead of the scene plays back words in slow motion, right? Like I can do the slow motion myself effect, and I think the reverse effect on CapCut, right? But just the straightforward scene showing what happened, right? And it slowly shows what happened. Um or maybe it can happen where she crushes her hand. She's crushing his hand outside the gala. And then I guess the cops are shooting at her or whatever. She takes out the cops and all of the AIs with their cops. Hold on, let's do this again. Now for the card, the text card, right? Now, when it switches to the gala, I'm thinking of it switching to, huh, or maybe we should do just the gala scene first of her crushing Isaac's hand. Then it jumps to her at home. And then it goes back to the full story of the gala. What do you think? Or should I just keep it going straight through building the climax? Let's see if this scene came. Oh, that's happening. What? Oh, yes, I have the rights to this. Yes, sir. She's not watching the TV. See, this is the AI slop. The TV. She's not watching the TV. This is the AI slop I'm talking about. The TV, unless there's another TV in the room. Am I bugging? No. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. Looking at the room, the TV is back that way. He's facing the wrong direction of the TV. And it's sitting backwards. It should be nighttime also. You're running low on credits, but like I said, I will do the unlimited. I'm planning to do the unlimited just to get it correct. Okay, cool. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. I love it. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let me see what her eyes look like. So this is what we might do. That's a slap. This was perfect. Because her eyes don't always have to be super green, looking crazy. I just think they look cool like that, like what she's trying to think. Her eyes are not always. I want her eyes to kind of. Yeah, that's a good way to capture the continuity. Okay, that's risky. Non-linear structures device that pays off on only the reason to care about the flesh. Without. Okay. All right, cool. All right, that's fine. I think it needs one more. Maybe her falling asleep on the couch and then. So this is the last scene in Adam's house, right? I think it should be Eve. It should be Adams, because Eve don't fall asleep. She's a freaking android. Like Adams falling asleep on the couch, and let me know which one of these might make her seem more human. Her actually covering him up with a blanket as he sleeps, or her kind of like snuggling next to him, even though she doesn't sleep, but just closing her eyes and just waiting for him to get up. Let me know which scene you think makes more sense. Alright, that's cool. That's the scene there. I might use that scene there because she's home. She's not. I think I'm using that one because she utilizes the night. But the days, it's different times of the day. I think that angle is better too.
Okay, easy.
I think that was cool. And also remember, guys, this is the point I was talking about with the unlimited models, right? Because you would utilize these shots for your unlimited model references for your unlimited models. So yes, just remember that we are going to, I don't know if you can rename these shots, or we'll figure that out. We'll get to that point. Yes, it's actually a performance of humanity for the audience's benefit. She's mimicking what the human would do in that position, even though it serves no function for her. That's a subtle different thing than what you've built her to be so far. Everything about E's characterization is about authentic capability and care, instant mastery, calibrated strength, choosing restraint out of real affection. Not about imitating human behaviors for their own sake. Closing her eyes and waiting reads as a slightly performative, almost sentimental in a way that risks feeling manufactured. The blanking beat, by contrast, is an act of care with a real function. He's cold. She's protecting his comfort. It doesn't require her to fake anything human about herself. She's not sleeping, not simulating anything. She's just doing something genuinely thoughtful because she's paying attention to him. That's consistent with no hesitation, fully aware. Okay. Okay. Oh, great. Let's build that prompt then, my boy. Let's build that prompt then, my boy. So we might have to, this here. No, it's this here, right? Copy. Both. Can I select both? Copy. And what we would do right there. Paste. I'll remove this one here. Yes. Right. I'm gonna edit this. 3 months later. Well, it's spelled out 3. Yeah, I'm going to make this. Does it have sizing? Perfect. 3 months later. Needed to kind of transition in nicely. Because what? Oh. That to transfer in nicely, my boy.
Eve.
Yeah, I think a nice transition in will work, you know? Unless, like how we did I extend it a little bit? I think that extend just slightly a little bit. Maybe not. Yeah, I need like a fade in, dog. That's perfect. I think that worked pretty far on that fade in. That was cool. That was humble.
Okay, easy.
That's what there's all the pieces on the board. All right, so we might have to flip that out for this scene. We might have to do another chess scene, but I don't think it's gonna be. Yes. Oh wow, you got your little tiara. Can't see.
Let me show Daddy.
Let me see your shoes. Let me see your shoes. I can't see from there. Oh wow. Oh wow, they pretty.
Can we have it to sky, Mama? Daddy.
Yeah.
Isn't it cute?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you make it the bed? Why you huh?
I don't know. What's that? Oh. I thought we had them here.
We do.
So why'd you get one?
Because now you really can't say we don't have them. There's one, there's one, you know what? You know what?
I'm online, so watch your tone, lady. All my married fellas out there, you know you gotta keep it gangster, with your ladies. So I'm online.
What's that mean?
I'm live.
So what's that mean?
Watch your tone in front of my
Watch
audience.
whose tone? Watch whose tone? Don't play with me.
Oh boy.
Don't play with me. Okay? Now get up.
I'm showing people how to build this AI.
Okay. Can you get up? Jump down, be careful because those shoes are very slippery. We'll just have to chill with you for a little bit.
Why?
You want to learn Pharrell and keep hearing?
Yeah.
No, you put it on mute or something? Lean up.
No, I'm using this as a
Use
desk.
the other pillow. Lean up.
Right.
Come.
All right. So we're gonna see how that scene transitions. And then we're gonna see. So we got 3 shots, 3 scenes here, which I think is great. Yes, baby. Wow, that is so pretty. So, you know, you got to multitask. You got kids and a wife, y'all. It's just life. So I need y'all to go cop that Red Pill Confession if you have not already. Pre-order it ASAP. So I might have to take a break here, y'all, and come back to this later and show y'all what we got. Chloe, come here. I'll be back later, y'all.